Popeye's hack. Ordered a leg and a thigh.
Just one leg and one thigh?
Yep, one leg, one thigh. That's it.
Size 21.
Thank you. We're gonna make fried rice, but not just any fried rice. Din Tai Fung's fried rice. There's shrimp fried rice, but I'm gonna flip it and make it with some Popeye's chicken. Our chicken, and we're just gonna shred it up. And we're just gonna heat through in the pan. Just set it there to the side. 3. Scramble our eggs, and make sure you use day-old rice. The secret is add in a little bit of chicken powder, about a teaspoon, and then some white pepper, 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce. Your fried chicken pieces, fresh scallions. While your rice is still hot, place it in a bowl. You'll just flip it over the bowl on a plate, and there you are.
If you call dinner supper, shut your chitty chitty bang bang Great Gatsby Little House on the Prairie Meemaw sounding ass up and starve. You're gonna invite me over for supper? You wanna come over for supper? How old are you? Oh my god, that word just pisses me off. Oh my god, I wish my mom would tell me supper's ready. I'm not eating.
Since everyone on TikTok is making bread, I'm joining. Dry yeast and warm water. And now we let it sit on the side. So now we add flour. And now we mix it all until it's all combined. Should look like this. And we cover it. And now we wait 5 days. I just found this in my drafts. I am currently sweating because I just realized that this thing is now sitting in my house somewhere for the past 2 months. Oh my god, I literally filmed this at the beginning of quarantine. I'm like freaking out. I don't know what to do because when I find this, it's gonna be the grossest thing in the world. Oh my god.
Oh my god, whose dad is this?
I can't believe I bought these little ass potatoes. I'm doing loaded potatoes today. Girl, watch them potatoes. Ants and centipedes been crawling all on them. And I'm using shrimp. If you're not throwing out that trash right then and there, you need to put them shrimp shells up in the freezer until you take out the trash, or it's gonna stink. Dice up your shrimp, chicken, steak, whatever you want to use. We're gonna let them swim one more time before we put them in that frying pan, baby. Garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay, roasted garlic and herbs. And what we use paprika for? Color. Instead of oil, I'm using butter. Oh, the secret sauce. I added in my shrimp. Girl, why I put that parsley on there to give it a good presentation? Oh, baby, this thing fogging up. Wait a minute. There we go.
I told my mama I wanted to be vegetarian, and she told me that a tomato is a fruit. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Where motherfucking spaghetti at? God damn, that shit look good. I'm gonna fuck this shit up. No, you the fuck not until you wash your dirty ass hands. Why you? Mom, fucking spaghetti. Why you raising your voice? Eat with the fucking fork. I don't know what you're talking about. Bacterias all over your dirty fingernails, and they gonna jump off into your spaghetti. Then what? You're gonna get the coronas. Coronas? What are you even talking about? There's at least a half a fork. It's a fucking fork! Fuck you and your dry ass spaghetti. I don't even want it anyway.
Today, I'm gonna make the sandwich that be pissing everybody off when I talk about it.
First, I'm gonna toast the bread. I burnt it a little bit. It's fine.
Then I'm gonna take this little spatula thing that I don't know where my mom got this from. And I'm gonna butter one side. Then I just throw some jelly on. Oh, I did that. Then I throw some jelly on the other one. Okay, then I'm gonna pop both of these cheeses on that motherfucker. Back home we used to use a different cheese, but I can't recall what that is right now, so I'm gonna just use these. I don't even like this much cheese, but something in my brain be telling me it needs to cover the whole bread, so. Then when that's done, I'm gonna just... Ooh! Okay, that was like not good, but you know, maybe a little topper.
saying something? And now it's all done. And it be slapping.
I've been eating these since I was little. I promise it slaps. I promise.
I promise. Alright, I accidentally ate the whole thing before I could finish the video, but if you don't like my sandwich, me and you, granny, can slap box. Period.
Do y'all think cannibals? Like, they knew we were cake. Like, they just knew. Like, they would, I been knew it was cake. Like, what about chocolate or vanilla?
Today I prepared for ya energy balls.
What's in it?
Peanut butter, honey, chocolate chips. Try it. Wait! They're gluten-free.
Gluten-free?
Yeah, they're gluten-free.
Okay.
And guess what?
Gluten-free?
Yeah, gluten-free. Delicious, huh? Do you love them?
It doesn't even have that gluten-free taste
I
to
know,
it.
I know.
Usually they're like dry.
I know!
That's good.
Do you love them more than you love me?
Has me going crazy. I was shopping for silicone molds the other day for like my earrings, for like little frames to put like my artwork in, and I came across this, and I was like, oh, food safe. Like, what? Baby Jello shots. Baby Jello shots. Baby Jello shots. So of course I buy it. And like, can you imagine going to like a party and somebody hands you this and it's like, dude, bro, take one of these. Yeah, it's a baby. Guys, I did it. It's a baby. The little baby. It's a little baby.
Didn't they? I don't let people screw with me because for whatever fucking reason, right? But your husband can't. Why is it so difficult? Just because you don't like it. Casey and all the other guys had a reason or something you didn't like, do they? You just sit here and act like nothing. Yes, it does. It has everything to do.
Girls will eat 2 tortilla chips for dinner and a cup of Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee for breakfast the next morning and be like, oh my God, this heat is making me so sleepy. Turns out the lack of nutritional value in your system is the culprit. Death is imminent.
Let's make some lunch for my hostage. So I started off with a turkey sandwich and cut it in half. I usually give her a whole one, but today she was just being a bitch. So I just gave her half, and there she is banging on the walls. So then I just started cutting up some carrots, and then I just placed them nicely right in her dish. Then I grabbed some fresh grapes to go with her little lunch, and it was nothing too big, nothing too small, something simple. Then I went on to dessert, and I put some vanilla pudding right in her little bowl. And then I grabbed some graham crackers, crushed it up, and then I ended up mixing it up. Woo, it looks delicious. Then I grabbed a cup and put some chocolate milk in it, and then I grabbed this powdery substance so that she could have a nice good sleep. And voila. And then I wrote her a note, you're not going anywhere, you'll learn to love it here.
About to eat some of that photosynthesis. Delightful. Niceful.
So we all know a gay man wants to fuck other gay men, and a bisexual woman wants to fuck men and women. But what the fuck do you call me who wants to fuck this eggplant parmesan? Ka-chow!
Now we're getting married. We're getting married.
Should you vacuum seal an egg?
Okay, so we got a brand new state-of-the-art vacuum sealer. All we got to do is take our egg, take some vacuum seal paper, put that egg right inside there, and then all we have to do that's left is line it up with the vacuum sealer, make sure it's clamped down nice and tight so it'll seal correctly, and boom, press the button.
No.
What's up, you guys? Let's make jambalaya. In a crock pot, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil or canola oil over medium heat in a Dutch oven. Sear 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs on both sides for about 8 minutes. Now, our goal right now is to render a lot of that fat and get a lot of that flavor at the bottom of our pot. Funny enough, I actually forgot to mention season your chicken. I use Creole seasoning and salt and pepper, but you could also use Cajun seasoning. Now, let's make a roux. Take half a cup of flour, half a cup of oil. Keep mixing nonstop until you achieve a chocolate color. Remember, the more melanin, the more life, but don't burn it. Now, toss and mix in your holy trinity: 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, 2 ribs of celery diced and seeded. Now, just add in 2 tablespoons of garlic and 1 minced jalapeno. That's optional. Now just pour in 6 cups of chicken stock and mix everything together. Now add a tablespoon of salt and let this simmer for an hour over medium-low heat. Now dice your chicken thighs. Now after an hour, pour in 2 cups of long grain rice and 1 12-ounce pack of andouille sausage sliced. Man, I wish you guys could smell this. Now mix everything together and pour in your chicken. Now put your lid on and pop this in your oven at 350 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Once it's done, mix everything and voila, jambalaya. And in the words of my ancestors, laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. Enjoy.
Important announcement. Please pay attention. This is a bean and this is a bean. They are both girls and they're in love. Lesbian.
Have you ever tried an orange or yellow watermelon? There's about 300 species of watermelon worldwide. Orange is my favorite. It's a bit sweeter than the red. Also, melon should be eaten alone as it digests more quickly than other foods. Be sure to eat the seeds.
Sponge cake, sponge cake, sponge cake. A sponge cake, 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 sponge cake.
Babe, I just don't get why they can't just stay with me. Why she gotta have all this court battle crap. I've been taking care of them for 3 years now. 3 years. And babe, it's not right. It's really not. Babe, but the fact of the matter is,
I can't really bite it.
Fucking dumbass! It was fucking you!
That was you, liar!
I would never judge a person for wearing off-brand clothes or clothes that don't have popular logos, because clothes are clothes. If it's cute, buy it, right? But if you're buying off-brand food, I'm sorry, what is this? Cream Betweens? Is this legal? Is this FDA approved? Oh, you thought that one was crazy. Now let's get into this nut master. What is a nut master? Send it back. I'm sorry, but this just sounds like a disease. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with prongles, you may be entitled to financial compensation. This one is just rude. Listen, wear your fake clothes, but I draw the line at fake food.
I know.
You let him put his penis where?
Well, shit. Then the wetness, his thrust, his tongue deep into my ass, licking all of my anal walls. He sucked and licked and slurped and tongue, going from my pussy to my ass and then back up again. He pressed deep down into my pussy, shaking his head.
So, I was talking to, my older sister, and I was starting to smell, she started to smell sweet. So I took a knife and I just stabbed her, and she was a cake. The whole 20 years of my existence, I never knew that my sister was a cake. So obviously I ate her and she was delicious. But it's just so heartbreaking. You know, you really think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cake.
Let's learn how to really propagate some lettuce because I feel like some people don't explain it all. Most likely your store-bought lettuce has a little seal at the bottom. Make sure you cut that off. Place the ends in some water, put them in a bright sunny spot, and in just a few days they will begin to sprout. While they are sprouting, be sure to change that water pretty often. I was changing mine every day to every other day. In 1 to 2 weeks you should see some roots and they're ready to plant. Technically planting is optional, but it's definitely worth it if you want to get enough lettuce for like a salad or something. Other than that, you can just pick off the leaves as they grow, but I do personally recommend planting. Just remember that these things need a ton of water. Mine only took exactly 1 month and 1 week before I felt happy enough to harvest it. So I cut off the end with the roots and look how cute they are. I'm just gonna throw this in my compost pile. Now give it a really good cleaning and then store it in some water to keep it nice and crisp and put it in the fridge.
This video, it upsets me to my very bone. But you know, maybe I just need to go to bed. I lay down, but my head sinks into something soft, a different soft, and the wrong texture. The smell, is that fondant? I lift my head to find my pillow is now cake. Sitting upright, I put my hand down upon the bed beside me. Slowly it sinks into frosting. My bed is cake. Frantic, I go to turn on the light and the chocolate switch breaks off in my hand. The lamp is cake, but at this point it's mostly modeling chocolate and Rice Krispies. I have to warn everyone I need help. I go to call my mother and bend the small cake in half trying to press a button. My phone is cake. The clear sugar square on top shatters and digs into my palm. I open my laptop, blood dripping onto the keys. The screen lights up. Anyone must know how to help. I tap on the keys, but my fingers stick and the little fondant squares rise. I look at the screen, horror spreading across my face as I read the words before me. Taste your hand. Slowly, I lean down. I lick. It's not blood, it's cherry filling. It's cake. I am cake.
A tablespoon of butter, brown sugar. You know what we like, dark brown, we know her. A teaspoon of cinnamon, pineapple juice, maple syrup. She's a sauce, so we want her thick. Like that, yeah. When I'm on the trail, this is the brand of pancake mix I like to use. It's quick, you just add water, a cup. I'm gonna add in some cinnamon. Add 1 pineapple to the center of your pan. Using the cherries, 1 cherry to the center of your pineapple. In a circular motion. I'm adding some sweetened coconut. You don't like it? Remember, you're better than that. Stay out of the comments talking about what you don't like. Here we go. Flip it one more time. My favorite thing about these pancakes is the toasted coconut on the bottom. And we're just gonna pour our pineapple caramel sauce on top. Pineapple upside down cake. I got a hug from a really good friend. That's what these taste like. Like the best hug you ever had, but just inside.